September 2020 planetary transits for Aquarius and Aquarius rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Aquarius on the ascendant, Eastern Daylight Time, New York. We begin September 1st, 2020, with 3 retrograde planets in Capricorn in the 12th house sector. Jupiter at 17 degrees, Pluto at 22 degrees, and Saturn at 25 degrees of Capricorn, retrograde. The Sun is placed in the 8th house at 9 degrees of Virgo, along with the planet Mercury at 22 degrees of Virgo. Venus is placed at 24 degrees of Cancer in the 6th house sector. Mars is at 27 degrees of Aries in the 3rd house. Neptune is at 19 degrees of Pisces, retrograde, in the 2nd house. Uranus is at 10 degrees of Taurus, retrograde, in the 4th house, and the Moon is in Aquarius at 27 degrees in the 1st house. Overview. January 20th through January 29th, birth dates, Sun in Aquarius at 0 to 9 degrees. January 25th through 29th birthdays will experience transiting Uranus in Taurus square the Sun throughout 2020 and into the spring of 2021. Sudden, unexpected, and potentially disruptive are keywords of this energy. Expect the tempo of your life to speed up dramatically and bring about new growth. Sweeping changes may occur that enliven and invigorate your life. Uranus is the great awakener that sets us free from oppressive life patterns that we have outgrown but have clung to out of a false sense of security. Expect your true self, your authentic self, to come forward into consciousness and enable you to grow into a new life and a new way of being. Remaining flexible and going with the flow of events is critical under this energy. January 30th through February 9th birth dates, Sun in Aquarius at 10 degrees to 19 degrees. January 30th and February 1st will feel the Uranus energy as it makes a square to the Sun in Aquarius. See the above description. Those born February 4th through February 8th will have their sidereal Sun transited by Pluto in conjunction aspect in 2020. Conjunction equals power through the fusion of two energies and promises dramatic new beginnings. This energy heightens ambition. You may suddenly find yourself obsessed with attaining certain goals. Don't knock anyone over, or you will arouse antagonistic energies in others who feel threatened by what appears to be a power grab, and then, of course, they will try to stop you. February 1st through 4th, we'll have Neptune sextile the sidereal Sun in 2020, bringing an opportunity for a new connection. Your personal astrological chart will indicate the possible ways this energy may manifest in your life. Generally speaking, it may bring a relationship with a Neptune type, someone who has this planet prominent in their chart or the sign Pisces strongly placed. This energy is deeply emotional and heartfelt, and potentially very creative. It is also profoundly spiritual and enhances whatever psychic aptitude may be present. January 30th, 31st, and February 1st births have transiting Jupiter in Capricorn, conjunct their sidereal Sun placement all of September of 2020, an energy of opportunity. Jupiter also sets us free from oppressive circumstances. February 10th through February 19th birth dates, Sun in Aquarius at 20 degrees to 29 degrees. February 9th through 12th births have transiting Mars in Aries, making a high-tension square to their sidereal Sun placement, as well as Saturn stationing by conjunction. Utilize the extra dose of energy this brings, but avoid aggressive actions or temperamental outbursts when encountering delays. At its best, this combination can enable you to accomplish a great deal of work. February 14th through 18th will be energized by Mars making a harmonious sextile aspect. On September 1st, Mercury trine Pluto between houses 8 and 12 is an excellent energy under which to communicate with business partners, both personal and professional, to discuss and reorganize jointly held finances and other assets, set new goals, and make long-range plans. September 2nd brings the full moon, 1:23 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 10 degrees of Pisces in opposition to the Sun at 10 degrees of Virgo, spanning houses 2 and 8, highlighting the tension between your personal values and finances versus joint finances and the values and needs of others. The planet Uranus at 10 degrees of Taurus is making harmonious aspects to this full moon, a trine to the Sun and sextile to the Moon from your fourth house of home and family. The full moon sheds light on all these life areas, and creative solutions to problems will be found under this one. Also, on September 2nd, Sun trine Uranus between houses 8 and 4 is excellent for making decisions pertaining to joint finances and home life. Under Uranus, we find new solutions to old issues. On September 3rd, Mercury trine Saturn between houses 8 and 12 is excellent for getting through a great deal of paperwork since concentration and attention to detail is accentuated. This combination of planets is excellent for math and working through the numbers in business. On September 4th, Venus square Mars between houses 6 and 3 is a frictional energy. Your peace of mind may be temporarily rattled by communication you receive either through the written or spoken word. Try to control yourself and avoid responding in kind. Let it go for now and revisit the discussion later on today when Mercury sextiles Venus and the dust settles. On September 5th, the planet Mercury enters Libra and moves into your ninth house. On September 6th, the planet Venus enters Leo and moves into your seventh house. And on September 9th, Mars turns retrograde at 28 degrees of Aries in your third house. Also on September 9th, the Sun trine Jupiter between houses 8 and 12, an exceptionally positive and magnanimous energy under which to heal any intimate relationships that may have become strained. The Sun opposed Neptune on September 11th between houses 8 and 2 could find you feeling confused over a financial issue. You may not have all the facts or the whole truth, and the first thing you need to do is to get clarity. In the meantime, be patient and stop worrying about money. On September 12th, Jupiter turns direct motion at 17 degrees of Capricorn in your 12th house. The Sun trine Pluto on September 14th between houses 8 and 12 is excellent for making changes and improvements in any life area. If self-employed, use this transformative energy to streamline and reform your business model. If you're receiving therapeutic care of any kind, this day promises to be very productive. Venus square Uranus on September 15th between houses 7 and 4 warns against impulse spending for emotional gratification rather than need. This energy is classic for experiencing a disruption in a relationship and attempting to make yourself feel better by spending money. September 17th brings the new moon, 7:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 25 degrees of Virgo in the 8th house, highlighting and energizing joint finances and assets over the month ahead, as well as psychological transformations. This new moon is harmoniously aspected by trine to Saturn in the 12th house, promising significant progress and sweeping changes. Mercury squared Jupiter between houses 9 and 12 on the same day also favors making ambitious plans for business. The autumnal equinox will occur on September 22nd at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, with the Sun entering 0 degrees of Libra and moving into your ninth house. Three planetary aspects that have to do with communication will be affecting September 20th to 24th, hitting exactitude at different times depending on your location and your time zone. They are as follows: Mercury square Pluto, Mercury square Saturn, and Mercury opposed Mars. These energies are not catastrophic, they're too short-lived, but they are frictional and annoying, and not conducive to getting your ideas across. If you can avoid those dates to discuss matters of great importance, do so. On September 27th, the planet Mercury enters the sign of Scorpio and moves into your 10th house. Venus in the 7th house will trine Mars in your 3rd house on September 28th. A great energy for meeting people, making contacts, and socializing with partners and relatives. Communications, both through the written and spoken word, should be productive. Saturn turns direct motion at 25 degrees of Capricorn on September 29th in your 12th house sector. Also, on September 29th, Mars will square Saturn between houses 3 and 12, an aspect of frustrated energy having to do with career goals and plans. Yes, you will feel angry and impatient with delays, but detaching and accepting magnanimously the current state of affairs is the way to go right now.